We were born to be real, not perfect. Elliot stared at the blank canvas in front of him, the colors lined up neatly on the table, untouched. His brushes were clean, poised like soldiers waiting for orders. The silence in his studio felt heavy, as if the very walls were holding their breath. He had been staring at that canvas for hours, paralyzed by the idea that whatever he painted had to be flawless. The pressure was unbearable. Elliot had been a perfectionist his entire life. In school, in his job, even in his relationships, he always felt the need to be the best. To meet everyone's expectations, to create something that would earn him admiration. His art was his escape, but somewhere along the way, it had become just another battlefield. He thought back to the day his grandmother had given him his first paintbrush. She had been a painter too, though not a famous one. Her art was messy, vibrant, and full of life. She had once told him, "We were born to be real, not to be perfect. If you're chasing perfection, you'll miss the beauty of being human." At the time, Elliot had laughed it off. What did she know about success? But now, those words echoed in his mind. His hands trembled. He sat down at the edge of his stool, closed his eyes, and let out a slow breath. Maybe his grandmother was right. Perfection was an illusion. Life wasn't meant to be sterile or flawless. It was raw, beautiful, unpredictable. He had been too busy chasing an ideal that didn't exist. With a deep breath, Elliot dipped his brush into the paint and let his instincts take over. He didn't try to control the strokes, didn't second-guess his choices. The colors collided, some blending, some standing out boldly on their own. The painting began to take shape, chaotic, yet alive. It was messy, but it was real. When he stepped back to look at what he had created, he didn't see flaws. He saw heart, passion, and the freedom that came from being himself, without the pressure to be perfect. Elliot smiled softly, a quiet understanding settling within him. He wasn't trying to create something flawless anymore. He was creating something true, and that, he realized, was far more beautiful than perfection could ever be. And in that moment, he knew he was free.